right, I believe we should be live on Twitch, and as usual, bear with me as we make our way over to YouTube, which somehow, for some reason, always takes a little bit longer than normal. Bit of a daytime live stream today. Hopefully it doesn't throw too many people for a loop. And if you're watching after the fact, please do feel free to hit the fast forward button or skip ahead. All right, so we should be live now on YouTube as well. Twitch and YouTube. A daytime stream. Probably will have very few viewers since everyone is used to the evening streams, but we'll just dive right in and get the ball rolling. Oh, 1 second, just making sure everything is good on the Twitch side of things. And not too sure what's going on Twitch. Shows me as offline, but all right, let's get the ball rolling. Today, Shwitang, hello. Oh no, you're about to go to bed. I'm either catching you when you're going to bed or catching you right when you wake up. Today we're going to be doing some rising stars, some players with anywhere between 22 and 2400 elo. I am doing quite well. I had an afternoon off and figured, you know what? I've never actually done a daytime stream unless I did one a long time ago. So I figured, why the hell not? Let's take a look and see what all the fuss is about with these daytime stream. Jonas, nice to catch you live again. You'll keep listening for the off-color jokes. Well, game number 1. We've got IXAM in all caps. I'm not sure if this is IXAM or what the exact player name is. We'll call him IXAM unless somebody knows the players how they want their names pronounced. Playing as the Italians, taking on none other than Survivalist, playing as the Vikings in blue. So 2 good, fun civilizations. One with wheelbarrow and handcart for free, one with discounted uptimes. Both players, both civs with pretty good infantry in the late game, pretty good archer units, one with extra armor, one with extra attack. So I'm have high expectations for this game. Plus we're on Fortress, which means that we generally do get to see the unique units of the players, of the civs rather. And let's take a look at the actual map. So not a small map. Attack distance is pretty average, not too close, not too far. Looks like a base is width apart from one another. And then one of the fun things about Fortress, which I'll never get tired of, aside from everyone starting with castle and some infrastructure, is where are the towers located? See where the players are expecting to be attacked, or where the computer random number generator thinks they're going to be attacked from. Survivalist has a tower to the back, not the most useful. Bit of a tower to the front, doesn't really reach the stone, not yet. And then 2 towers on the northern portion of his settlement. Okay. So his north is safe. His forward portion a little bit more exposed. Just this 1 tower and a bit of a forest. The Italian. Oh man, talk about useless towers. 2 of them to the back. Protecting against whatever might come from the space. And, okay, does have 2, well, 1. This is a very annoying located forest. This is so annoying. It doesn't really go all the way to the wall with bush B and bush C, or whatever this bush happens to be. Bush C this game. So both players have forests making part of their wall offs. Yeah, AC Dragon Rider. I had a bit of an afternoon, so I figured, you know what? I finished my video editing. I had my lunch like a good boy. Had some time. So why the hell not? Let's dive into the gameplay and see if anyone else is online. So far, a few of the old names, 15 people watching. If you're new, please feel free to say hello. We are a friendly bunch, I think, on the whole. The fun part for me about these snow maps is the footsteps of the units. Oh, it's so pretty. So our Italian in red exploring the south. Our Viking in blue exploring the north. Oh, nice. You're making breakfast before heading off to work. Nice. I'm glad I could join you. Hopefully a nice light breakfast. Mario. Hello, hello. Thanks for saying hi. Friendly and in love with dominoes. I mean, AC, yeah, Shortang, I'm assuming that before you go to sleep, you're going to order a Domino's. Wallager AOE. Hello, hello. On Twitch says hi. Aw, the only person watching on Twitch. That's adorable. Thank you for saying hi. Hopefully some more people join. And now, yeah, Survivalist is gonna... Did he see the tower? He didn't see the tower, so not really sure why his scout turned around. He doesn't know that there's a forest here. But I guess this is as far as he really needs to explore. Hasn't seen the relics. Both players are now in feudal age, which means the line of sight on the scouts just got a whole lot better, which means their scouting is faster, they see more. Oh, I know, Shwetang, I know you're much healthier. And let's see how this game goes. Like I said, in Fortress, generally with the faster castle times, Survivalists already heading up to Castle Age at the 8.5 minute mark of the game. I hope we get to see Berserkers. If we see Berserkers, the question is, will we see Genoese crossbows? Abdurrahman, hello, hello. How was Libya today? I decided to do a bit of an earlier stream. Just to see what it's like, what all the fuss is about. I'm assuming in the next 10 or 15 minutes we'll have more viewers than Hera, who I think is currently sitting around 3,000 viewers. I think we can do better than that. We're already at 4 on Twitch. If you graph an exponential growth, then we'll hit 3,000 in, what is it, 2 weeks? Yeah, hello Abdurrahman, and welcome to the live stream. There you go. I'm glad I could finally do it. The little idle villager is in daycare, and so I can be as loud as I want to be. Yeah, I saw that James Earl Jones passed away. That was very unfortunate. I loved him in The Sandlot. I loved him in Field of Dreams. Obviously, Darth Vader. Papa John's Pizza and Empire Strikes Back. That's not bad. That's a good combo. I would do my Friday nights or Saturday night. Depends when we had free time. We always had pizza and movie night. Mostly on Friday nights. We would go down to our local Blockbuster. I'd get that free popcorn that they used to give out. And we would rent a movie, watch pizza, and then the leftover pizza I would eat the next day, watch Star Trek in the morning and in the evening, depending on when I had time. So similar. Jose, only 29.96 to go. Yeah, never say never. Never say never. Looks like Survivalist gets the first kill of the game at the 12-minute mark. Both players are in the Castle Age. Our Viking already has handcart. Our Italian doesn't even have wheelbarrow. Welcome to the economic competition against the Viking. Although, like I said, the Italians with their 15% cheaper up costs. We'll see how it all ultimately works out. At this point, our Italian has actually collected more resources, about 350 more than the Viking, off the back of fewer villagers. So you never know, but now with handcart kicking in, literally handcart to nothing, I expect those numbers to flip. Yeah, the difference is already less than 200. And so I'm curious, will we see a lot of infantry? Will we see archers? These aren't exactly two cavalry civilizations. The Italians at least have hussars. The Vikings, not so much a cavalry civ, but how many relics have the players seen? So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so IXAM. I wonder if this is Maxi backwards or IXAM. I'm not too sure how to pronounce. If somebody in the chat on Twitch or YouTube knows how to pronounce this player's name, I'm just gonna start calling him Sam instead of IXAM or whatever. Has seen all 5 relics. Survivalist has only seen 2. Ooh, okay. So our Viking is not interested in relics at all, whereas our Italian is already heading forward with a monk. Does Survivalist even have a monastery? Absolutely not. Okay. Does he have a stable? Absolutely not as well. I thought maybe Survivalist would train a few scout units to contest the relic gathering, but it looks like the first relic already en route back to home base. Another one being guarded. Survivalist is kind of hanging out. I'm surprised he sent his super weak. I was going to say scout, but he only has one scout. Oh, will he notice? Will he notice? Oh, he doesn't notice. He doesn't notice the monk that we saw moving out, but does he care? He is going berserkers already? Damn, okay. AC Dragon Rider, I knew you would love that game. The Pole Slav game yesterday was fire. I thought the Slav Blitzkrieg would fizzle out faster. No, it just kept going and going and going. Holy moly, did it keep going. And not only did it keep going, those Boyars survived the entire freaking game. And we are already seeing a bit of a push here from our Viking at the 17-minute mark of the game. So Castle Age is where the players want to pause and take a breather. Doesn't look like either of them are banking any serious amounts of resources. Our Viking is ahead 8 villagers. And now look at the economy. Now he's ahead 1,000 gathered resources. That's the power of getting handcart for free. Our Italian still 30 seconds away from getting just wheelbarrow. And the monk is enough to shoo away this entire army. What will he target? He's got to be careful with this scout, but Survivalist has to be careful with the scout as well. Gets a berserker, but will pay for it with his life. I don't think berserkers get any attack bonus against monks, and I don't think we've seen chieftains, which will give them a few gold nuggets every time they kill a monk. Machengi, hello, hello. I hope I'm saying your name right. Machengi? Another sniper line, another conversion, another dead monk. I bet Survivalist wishes he had chieftains now. I forget how much gold it is for a monk. Is it 10? I think it's 10. I'm trying to remember. No, it's not 10. No, 1 second. I wish in addition to the cost, they would actually tell you the specific details, but there's so many upgrades, so many things. I don't know. I don't think it's 10. I think it's more. Might have to check my notes at some point, as opposed to just floundering around in the dark. It looks like 3 relics with a 4th somewhere heading into the Italian base, maybe? There you are. Kill count 8 to 3. Our Italian has killed that 1 villager that Survivalist sent forward. Llama Drama 20. Thank you. Thank you so much. When I said 10, I realized that it was wrong. It was too low. And I remember when I first saw the upgrade to the chieftain unique tech, it was weird, right? It's like 5 for villagers and then 20 for monks, 20 for trade carts. Now that I remember it, now that you said 20, I remember it going 5, 20, 20 and thinking in my head, it didn't really make sense. Why do they jump from 5 to 20? Maybe monks are just that much harder to kill, that more rare. Survivalist trying to bust his way into the base right now. But I appreciate the correction. And there we go. The good old counter to the battering ram. Okay, so Survivalist accomplishing a little bit. Got rid of the gate. Does have a weak spot here. Now the question is, will our Italian risk it for this one final relic? And if so, how will he even get there? I guess you can go down the south portion of the map. But there's so many patrolling bands of all things, rams. Oh yeah, they love to plunder. They love to extort that Danegeld out of everybody. Until the Parisians said no and stood their ground after, what, a few hundred years of getting robbed and pillaged and looted. I think Llama Drama, somebody once got offended at an intro of mine when I said that the Vikings were like plundering and murdering. I forget, I think it was like a year ago. I said there was I did an intro and somebody in the comments got real offended, like as if they were like a Viking themselves. And they were like, well, you know, they also spread culture and art and this. I'm like, yeah, of course they did. But I don't know. This is a war game. It was very, I found it very funny that somebody could actually be offended at an introduction about a civilization from a game. Ooh, castle being placed. I love Survivalist Outpost. There's Pavis. So he is going to armor up his foot archers and maybe condottieri? No, foot archers is the name of the game. And our Italian is in Imperial. Where, oh, where are those arbalesters? So like I said, one player with arbalesters that come with extra armor with Pavis, and one player with arbalesters that come with +1 attack with Bogsvegar. So basically, they're going to nullify each other out if we get to see arbalester play. Although then who pays more? 650, 500? I think this is a lot cheaper. Yeah, 250, 150. So our Italian is ahead in that regard. His upgrade nullifies Bogsvegar, and it's like a third of the cost. And I believe you also get a melee armor boost with that, +1/+1. So, why is our Italian making no effort to go out onto the map? Is he wants to build a force? There's the condottieri being trained. Absolutely no upgrades on them. I'm assuming they're just a meat shield. And our Italian population stuck at 125. So he's going upgrades on the crossbows before he goes arbalester. And the Italians get thumbering, yeah. I'm very curious to see if we get to see an archer war. For now, the crossbows, attack-wise, fully upgraded. They're going to discover a castle to the south, the one to the north no longer there. Oh, good attack rounds. Basically leaves enough HP for the crossbows to one-shot, and let's see. Oh, that's so sour. Not even able to convert that. So, condottiero, chasing, town center. Did they? Yeah, he's gonna have seen the castle go up. Going after the villagers with the first shot, second shot going after these now capped rams. The Vikings with a pretty good siege roster themselves, aside from onagers and bombard cannons. Ram-wise, which I know Survivalist loves his rams. Any civ for him with a siege ram is... Ooh, okay. Bit of an incursion here. Is there any army to deal with this? Absolutely nothing. This is potentially very dangerous here. If 5 berserkers manage to get their way in, are they elite? What are their upgrades? +1, +2. Atrocious upgrades for them. And there's the arbalester upgrade for our Italian, who now should have absolutely no problem taking out these berserkers. Ryan, test to you as well. Okay. Why didn't Survivalist continue pushing into here? There's a stone wall with only 2/3 of its HP. Instead, he's going for double the HP on a gate. But the real action here to the south. Arbalester should be able to take out this... Well, they don't even need to. The bombard cannon does. Mario, that is a very cool fencing emoji. I didn't even know that emoji existed. But our Italian, again, is population blocked. Is he losing houses? No, he's building houses. So let's see what's going around. Survivalist is trying to bust into here with a ram and 5 Viking berserkers. Here he's got a bunch of rams full of a bunch of berserkers. Now they're siege rams. Oh no, you don't want to start a castle right in the face of a siege ram. No, 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 no. Why would you do this? Why would you do this? Okay, so far he's holding. So far he's holding. Oh my god, look at the HP of the castle. It's barely making it over 1,000. Behind is these 5 Italian arbalesters trying to do as much damage as they can. Let's see what's going on to the south. I think the town center has fallen. Okay, so Italian arbalesters trying to hold back a tide of Vikings. Siri Irio, that's right. 9 a.m. That's a good one. I'll start calling him 9. I mean, come on, tell me he's got chieftains. He still doesn't have chieftains. This is so much gold that Survivalist is leaving on the table here. And somehow the castle, I guess with enough villagers repairing it, still standing. The push here has been... Live cast game soon. This is a live cast. I mean, I think the games were played like a day ago, but this is a live. You're hearing my voice from beyond the internet. So all of a sudden, Survivalists push to the northwest, push to the northeast, and push to the southeast have all been stopped, and now we've got Genoese crossbows. All right. I mean, not a bad unit. Attack-wise, the same. I just think that they come with 1 less range, right? Yeah, 7 range to 8. 1 conversion for 1 monk. Yet again, the name of the game here today seems to be 1 Italian monk for 1 Viking berserker. Still not elite. Okay, my apologies. Right as I say that, I look up and see the elite berserker upgrade is complete. I always wonder why they call these guys a berserk and not a berserker. Like, this is not an arbalest, it's an arbalester. Berserk is not the name of a berserker, right? Age of Empires stoner thoughts. Here you go. Gate for the umpteenth time has been broken in. And yet again, our Italian is holding this back. Survivalist is killing more villagers, but at this point, both players are in triple digits. Both players' economies up and running. Our Italian's down about 25 villagers. He's ahead about 20 army population. Right? It's a verb to go berserk. But why are they not called berserkers? Right? Like the Britain unique unit is not called a longbow. It's called a longbowman. This is not an arbalest, it's an arbalester. It's not a pike, it's a pikeman. Survivalist needs to be careful. As rich as he is, with the villager lead that he has, he can't afford to keep throwing individual berserkers. And here come, holy moly, 15 more villagers. He finally gets iron casting for them, for his berserkers. Armor, they're fully upgraded. 5 pierce armor. Surround this one poor bastard, kill him immediately. And here we go, he's going after the weak link. He doesn't know that it's a weak link, but he's about to discover it is. Oh yeah, Condottieri versus Berserker. We gotta look at the stats on these 2 units to see who the hell comes out on top. 11 attack to 16, 4 armor, or rather 5 melee to 5 melee. But the Condottieri actually has more HP, surprisingly. Llama Drama, yeah, the Berserkers heal automatically 40 HP per minute, which is a ridiculous stat for a unit with 74 HP. Jonas, this pressure from Survivalist is amazing, especially since you remember it's all infantry. There hasn't been a single cavalry unit trained, except for the beginning scouts. Tell me you've got chieftains. He still doesn't have chieftains. He's leaving so much money on the table. So much money on the table. He's got the gold for chieftains. I'm not sure why he's not researching it. Mario, I think they were, because I'm used to calling them arbalests. Should hire copywriters. No, yeah, the people who wrote the Age of Empires, everything should review whatever the hell they wrote. Oh no, okay. Survivalist discovers a group of villagers going up to the northern gold. Abdurrahman, so far we're seeing an absolute epic unique unit battle here. We've seen Genoese crossbows. Now we're seeing condottieri. Remember, they also get the Pavis effect, so they're at 5 melee armor, same as the Berserker, and they have more HP, but a lower attack. So I'm not 100% sure who wins in a 1v1. Might have to do the math after the game, but for now, another throw of Berserkers. Oh no, all those villagers slaughtered. 20 kills, 15 of it villagers. Actually, if you look at the mini-map, there's no more gold except for that one patch. This is what looks like the... And in this patch, to the very south of the map, are the only neutral patches of resources left. Ismail, I can't open Steam. What could be the reason? Ooh, I have no idea. Sorry. I'm not very tech savvy, so I'm not the one to ask. Jonas, where's the Italian unique unit? You've got one of them here. The condottieri, this infantry unit. And the Genoese crossbows we saw for about 5 minutes. And then they all died. Oh no, okay, now it's Red's turn to catch a bunch of blue villagers heading to greener pastures. Actually, let's keep, I'm gonna highlight these condottieri. Oh my god. I'm gonna highlight the condottieri so we can see how many kills they get at the end of the day. Right now they're up to 15, 9 of them villagers. Both players tearing into one another. Survivalist has almost 100 villager kills right now. Hey Gaston, how are you? Glad to catch you live earlier in the day. Survivalist kind of overboomed. You think that's a problem on high elo? Yeah, he's definitely floating a lot of trash resources. Out pop the Berserkers. Oh, they are going to absolutely die to these Arbalesters. But this is another, a bit of a pet peeve of mine when you've got how many? 31 Arbalesters all firing at one unit. Oh my goodness, what an absolute bloodbath. What's going on to the north? Even more villagers dying. This is absolutely an incredible. I'm glad I chose this game for game number 1. This is a fantastic game. Being dead is a good excuse, yeah. Sorry, teacher, I can't come to class today. I'm a dead. Yeah, AC Dragon Rider, at this point in the game, I think both players are pretty much committed to the meme build. I think they're gonna build basically what we see in front of us after 45 minutes. Although Survivalist is getting archer armor upgrades, which tells me maybe I'm an idiot and I'm wrong, and we're about to see a whole bunch of ranged units out of him. Maybe not. For now, he's just shoving more and more and more Viking Berserkers into the mix. Rams are the tallest units in the game and block arrows? Really? Higher than a siege tower or a Hussite wagon? Speaking of Redphosphoru, I just finished editing a Hoang versus Redphosphoru game. Both of them playing Celts. An absolute bonkers match, as most of Redphosphoru's games tend to be. And our Italian... I mean, look, militarily, our Italian is holding his own, but there's a clock on him now. He's lost control of the 4 relics. His villager population is down 50 villagers. And now he's attacking siege rams with villagers, which is never where you want to be. Battering rams, fantastic. Capped rams, Villagers will do okay. Siege rams, with their HP. Oh, he's gonna chase. He's gonna chase. Should he have chased? Should he have killed, lost 5 of those arbalesters just to get that one trebuchet? Who knows? So let's see what's going on around the map. There's a lot of little red dots and blue dots. Oh, it's all outposts. Who's taking this up north? Survivalist has. With a single villager on stone, 5 villagers on gold. I see a bunch more moving out. Where are you guys going? Okay. So he's bringing villagers here, Survivalist, who is ahead 60 population total, 200 to 140. I'm assuming we're going to see some kind of military infrastructure buildup over here. Even more villagers. Okay, so now maybe he's going to throw his villagers away? You do not need 140 villagers if you're going late game trash adjacent war. Sahas, nice to see you. What is his elo? I think around 22 to 2300. Everyone that I'm casting in this live stream is going to be between 22 and 24. Oh, completely undefended. How long do we think this castle is going to last? I mean, this is just a ridiculous thing. 5 rams eat castle in what was that? 10 seconds? 10 to 15 seconds? Villagers. Villagers! Our Viking thinks that he's Spanish. He thinks he's Incan. Attacking. Okay. You have to clear up the real estate so that his miners can come in here. But look, oh no! Gaston, I actually will be casting Redphosphoru. 2 Redphosphoru games. I don't know how they go, but I will be casting them. Hey, Bizarre Thoughts. Yeah, I'm doing something new today. Still the same nonsense and silliness, but at a different time. Berserkers to the back. Berserkers in the center, but this is a crazy Arbalester ball. 45 Arbalesters. Okay, they clear up the center attack, but I mean, now he's down actually 50 villagers. Survivalists. Okay, he's long distance lumberjacking, so he's obviously paying attention somewhere else. I don't even know why he needs these lumberjacks. He's got 2,700 wood, and he's training a single ram, and the rest is all berserkers, which, unless I'm mistaken, costs 0 wood. Those villagers must have felt useless until he threw them into the meat grinder. Jonas, I don't have a elo yet. I'm going to be playing, start playing later on in the year, and then everyone can laugh at me. What is Survivalist doing with these giant migrations of villagers? So he's using villagers to attack. Am I missing something? Did the Viking... Is there like a new patch that came out yesterday where the Vikings have a, some kind of amazing villager? Come on. This is amazing. Anything you can do to lame your opponent's economy when it's already down. AC Dragon Rider, that's not a bad, the villagers should get something, right? They're Vikings. They're so hardy. Oh, he's definitely memeing. Look at this. 58 berserkers on the field. No more condottieri. Our Italian is going light cavalry now. If he could get the hussar upgrade, but he doesn't have the 500, 600 that he needs. Oh, that's so sour. Then he could get a decent meat shield up at least. He already has bloodlines. I think he's got husbandry as well, yeah. But right now the light cav, I'm assuming, are clearing up the villagers to the back. And by the way, if you're watching on YouTube and you prefer to watch on Twitch, I am also live streaming at the same exact time on both platforms. So you can choose your platform of choice. But at this point, things are looking very bad for our Italian. Very bad for our Italian. If it wasn't for the siege ram, he could maybe hold this, but he doesn't have anything to contest these siege rams. And you do not need Furor Celtica with a 270 HP unit against Arbalesters. Oh, and 45 has become 26. He is training 9 more, but our Italian's out of resources. And the never-ending push. Look at the mini-map. It's just never-ending streams of Viking Berserkers. More and more and more are coming forward. And the last TC falls. And with it, holy moly, Red is dead. The imp-aged. Yeah, Survivalist has it in him to be an absolute aggressive beast. And I'm happy that he chose to do that on this map. Sometimes he plays very defensively on Arena from the games that I've seen of his, but I'm glad he chose to be offensive in this one. Let's take a look at the numbers. Okay. Why did he not resign, Miftar? I have no idea. Sometimes the players, they want to hold on a little bit. Craig, hello. That is it's not a stream, it's a tsunami. Use the lawyer defense speak to claim your mistakes during gameplay. Well, look, we got to see for a second we got to see the Genoese crossbow, but 369. I mean, when your third most trained unit is trebuchets, you know you're doing something right. I mean, this is just a ridiculous army composition. And Survivalist says, you know what? There's been a lot of talk about infantry sucking in this game. Let's make infantry, let's show off what infantry can do. Gilgamesh, hello, hello. I would love to do AOM, but I know nothing about that game. It would be me embarrassing myself pretending to talk about it. PKPM, end of the game. PKPM even more in the end of the game. How bad do we think the economies were? Oh my god. 30,000 more resources, 5,000 gold. I mean, yeah. Someone in the chat said Survivalist overboomed. I would say so. I would say so. Even though our Italian did get 4,000 in relic gold. And he does end the game with all 4 relics. Where did he manage? Oh, he managed to rebuild the monastery, put them back in. You lost to Karambits on this map and uninstalled the game altogether? Why would you do that? Oh, that's funny to lose. Karambits are crazy, though. Karambits. Can you imagine training this much population space of Karambits? 750 Karambits? Wow. Brute force did work in this game. It all depends on the initial push. Yeah, I mean, Survivalist's initial push was multi-pronged, and despite the push that he had into here, afterwards he didn't really make use of it, although I wonder if our Italian should have walled this in, because he left this open the entire game after it got busted into. Why Survivalist is just throwing his berserkers? I wouldn't say for no use. He finally did manage to win. But he did throw a lot of them. I mean, there's 53 that are left alive, which means he lost 310. Look at the kill count on this game. Survivalist killed 233 villagers. Did he have okay, he finally has chieftains. Okay. I guess with his 30,000 resource lead, he finally managed to get chieftains. Gilgamesh, someone in YouTube says that Karambits wrecked them as well, so don't feel too bad. All right, well, that was the first game. And someone asked about Redphosphoru, so the next game will be Redphosphoru. And who will he be taking on? Bear with me as I just load up the game. You had Jaguars against Karambits and still lost. That's crazy. Jaguars deal plus 10 attack against infantry. Wow, he must have had like 1 million Karambits. Okay, just bear with me, loading up the player names. Yeah, exactly. No method is wrong if you win. Look, Survivalist, even though he overboomed economically, he needed to overboom economically. Because he threw away 300 berserkers. So, on the one hand, yeah, he did overboom. On the other hand, he had to. Oh, you only had 40 jags. He must have had non-stop. Karambits are a ridiculous spammable unit. All right, so let's take a look at what we're working with in game number 2. We've got Redphosphoru playing as the Burmese in red, and he is taking on Gabi playing as the Mongols in blue. I don't know, is it Gabi or Guki, the one who has the higher elo, the highest ranked female player in the game? I'm not 100% sure, but I'm curious to see Redphosphoru here because he chose another civilization. The Redphosphoru build is okay. He's going to get his sheep. Why? Because he is across the map doing what? Boar laming. Oh my god. Craig, the Burmese get a Rambai, not camel archers. You're thinking of the Berbers. But Phosphoru here has chosen another civilization whose unique unit, the Arambai, is a wood gold unit. And so he's going to be able to... I'm assuming he's going to do his usual push. The question is, how will Gabi respond? Looks like the sheep have been gotten. Villager has returned. And our Burmese is going forward to pump that boar full of arrows. I don't understand what Doubt and Viper are doing in AOM. No one cares to explain. Yeah, Gilgamesh, like I said, I would love to cast AOM, but I would need to learn it first. Now, Craig, we might be able to see Arambai versus Mangadai. That could be a cool, cool matchup. Oh, no. Oh, no, he's going to lose control of his sheep. Is he going to kill them? Of course, he's just going to kill them. Of course, Gabi's going to kill them. Why the hell wouldn't you? Your opponent is trying to lame your boars. So lame him right back. How many people have been in Myanmar and Mongolia? I unfortunately have not been to either of those places. I'd absolutely love to go. Okay, now Gabi is also exploring her base with villagers. And after all those shenanigans, does manage to pull the boar away from the thieving hands of our Burmese. Ooh, Shwatang, you think we're going to get to see elephants? I hope so. Burmese elephants with the extra armor and howdah. Oh, man. Camel archers would be... The thing with camel archers is... How do I put this? Hey, Thanos. Long time no see. What time of the day is it? Kalispera? How come an early stream? I had some time in the afternoon. I figured I would see what's going on a little bit earlier than usual. Camel archers can be a ridiculous unit if you get Maghrebi camels in Casbah. It's almost like the it's almost like Rathas. You have to upgrade them to get their full potential. Otherwise, you might as well just train cavalry archers, right? But camel archers, you want to train them. I think if you get Casbah, they train in 20 seconds, and then they regenerate HP with Maghrebi, and then they become a ridiculously powerful unit. Because they don't take anti-cavalry damage, right? They're camels. They have camel armor. Does Gabi know his meta? We're about to find out. We are about to find out as Redphosphoru is hitting his usual 22 to 24 villager count. And then we'll see him probably go up. Yako Bischoff, thank you so much. Love the channel. Be awesome. Keep streaming. Thank you for the entertainment. Thank you for the nice comment. I appreciate that. Yeah, Gilgamesh, like I said, the Camel Rider can be a fantastic unit, but You need to upgrade it to the 9s in order for it to really be. It does have a few fun selling points. Again, like the camel armor. Where is he pushing that deer? Okay, so not the TCs pushing it to the mill. So far, standard play out of Redphosphoru. Has Gabi seen that her opponent is going on stone? She has indeed. And so what is she going to do with her faster hunters? She's going to be hitting feudal age ahead of her opponent. 0 idle time for her. By the way, if you're not familiar with Gabi, I believe she is from Brazil. An incredible player. Hyper aggressive. Multi-pronged, okay? These two guys went out for their lunch break. Smoked something they shouldn't have, and now they're just kind of standing around, not really doing much work. So let's see, number one, if Redphosphoru even goes for his usual push, which I'm assuming he will, right? He's got 460 stone already. And if he does, what our Mongol is going to do to defend? The hell out of my mill area, he says. Abdurrahman, I think you're behind like 15 or 20 minutes. If you can hear my voice. I think you might be behind a little bit. Oh, bizarre. Gabi is an amazing player. I have another game with Guki, who is another... Guki actually beat Gabi, I think, in the latest Queen's Clash tournament, which I wanted to cast, and then there was a patch that was introduced before I could do it, and I lost access to the games. It pissed me off. YouTube things, yeah. So, both players heading up to Castle Age. Phosphor is going to hit it first. No extra villagers trained out of him. I don't expect any more villagers. Now, with his build, usually you put the castle to defend the gold and the wood. So I'm assuming the castle is going to go somewhere in this area. And the question is, what will our Mongol do about it? She is ahead 2 villagers. He still is showing his villagers on stone, even though he's basically got the 650 that he needs. Dark Dragonite. Yeah, it's been a while. I am doing very well. How are you? And here we go. This is what you have to do against Phosphor. You have to scout. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. You have to scout. Turn around. Turn around. Okay, he sees 1 villager moving forward. He sees 2 villagers, 3 villagers, 4, 5. Rather, she sees... I mean, Phosphor is bringing the whole freaking village. Here we go. Our Mongol pulls villagers. 733 stone. He's probably going to go up to 750 plus. And then... yeah, 763, I'm assuming. Okay. So Gabi is keeping very close tabs on where her opponent is. First kill of the game goes to our Mongol, who kills the opposing scout. Oh, Phosphor, you sneaky, sneaky boy. You snuck her villagers to the south as you built the castle in the north. Roaring Moose, I am here indeed. Chris, hello, hello. Buonasera. I said that very North American, didn't I? Buonasera. So, Gabi is unable to stop. No, you need 2 more stone. Are they carrying stone? Okay, they're carrying 4 stone. She's at 648. Oh my god, she bought 100 stone. Oh, she bought 100 stone. What a waste of gold. And here come the Arambai. Remember, these are only wood and gold, which is why our Burmese has nothing on food. 23 villagers. It is all wood, no stone, no gold over here. And now he's thieving the secondary stone of his opponent. Might want to put a second mining camp on the other side here, but Arambai have overstayed their welcome. Castle. Amazon Gabi, that's funny. Okay, falls as well, does the next Arambai. Now, interestingly, you could also do the Redphosphoru strategy with the Mongols, right? Because their unique unit also costs only wood. Yeah, Roaring Moose, I figured I'm going to do some live streams with a lot of these up-and-coming players. I've been really enjoying live streaming some of these tournaments that are not necessarily S tier. And both players basically doing the same thing. Both players, by the way, on the exact same villager count. No one's training any more villagers. 23 apiece. Actually, pardon me. Pardon me, Redphosphoru is actually adding 3 villagers at a time. So now the question is Mangadai or Arambai? Let's see. The Arambai are really sticking into this dead zone, which means they're not going to be very useful here. Oh my god, I say that and immediately 3 villagers die or 2 villagers die. But what's 2 villagers? Gabi is not training villagers. She must assume that Redphosphoru is also not training villagers. Her scout dies as well. But he actually is training villagers. So he's building something behind this, where she is stuck on just 2 Mangadai and 17 villagers. Oh my god, this one guy gets stuck behind the house. Okay, she realizes it. Oh, her TC is down. LXFRN CSC. I'm just gonna call you letters, man. Yeah, their players are anywhere from 22 to 2400 elo. Shwetang, I'm glad we got to catch you in the evening and not in the morning, but have a fantastic night. Ooh, okay. Okay. Gabi says, you know what? I sent my scout here. You're not mining your gold. Does that mean you're mining my gold? Might want to stagger her units, though. This is not how you want to clump up against the Rambai. If you're not familiar with a Rambai, yeah, Chris, Gabi is a, I think the top or second highest ranked female of Age of Empires. If you're not familiar with how a Rambai works, basically, even when they miss, they do 100% damage. So this is the last unit you want to clump against. Yeah, Gabi's the one who put her. So Gabi is doing a more... She's doing a Redphosphoru defense, and Phosphoru is doing a Phosphoru offense. But now he's got 23 villagers on wood. What the hell is he going to do with all that wood? He doesn't have a market. Okay, he's selling wood for gold. That's what he's going to do with his wood. Go, Chris. Zygos, is that you? No, is it? We have a Zygos in the chat. These Mangadai are very injured. If you're fighting Redphosphoru, the name of the game is find where he's mining resources and attack him there. Otherwise, you're not going to win. Because Redphosphoru is one of these players that feels very comfortable sending 5 to 10 villagers completely onto the other side of the planet. Estoy en mi trabajo, por eso tengo otra cuenta. Ah, entiendo. Gracias por unirte desde tu trabajo. Well, I'm sure your boss is loving that you're watching Age of Empires. Power! Greetings from Italy. Buonasera. Amici. Is amici for one friend or plural? Oh, look at this. Look at this. Gabi wants to trap these Arambai in here. But instead loses 1, now 2 villagers. Upgrades on these units absolutely atrocious. Not that the Arambai can be upgraded beyond armor, I think, but Plural. So how do you say amici singular? Abdurrahman. I think you're like 20 minutes behind, but that's okay. Amico. El jefe se ha ido. Ah, okay. All right, so screw El Jefe. Watch all the Age of Empires. I don't know who's winning this game right now. Gabi's down to 11 villagers. Her economy is atrocious, but she does have 9 Mangudai. She's patrolling the rear, looking for villagers. It's causing Phosphorus to... I mean, he's taking trees behind these houses. This is just absolutely terrible. These economies are so threadbare. And now she's going to discover that there's no more lumberjacks here. And the question is, will she go back or will she keep exploring? Because if she keeps exploring... Okay, did she see? She noticed. She did notice. And now Phosphorus' farms are in jeopardy. Now he's going farms. But her Mangudai can't push into the TC. Look at their HP. It's so bad. Oh, he doesn't know. She could put her Mangudai right here. Okay, now she sees the villagers as well. So Gabi has a lot of good vision right now. Hello? Hello? Wake up. Okay, missed opportunity, but look at this. Ouchie, 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 but they're clumped against a Rambai. Not a lot of a Rambai, though. Where the hell does he have one monk? How the hell did this one monk even get here? Where is the monastery? Okay, right there. Now, the cool thing about the Burmese, they see where all the relics are on the map. All the monk techs are 50% cheaper, which is one thing I love to do. When you click on the Burmese here, you can see all the discounted prices. Instead of 475, it's 238. Instead of 140, instead of 170, etc., etc. 175, I guess. Gabi does have the higher kill count, both military and civilian. She is keeping Phosphorus' economy kind of stalled out. Her micro here is superior. I would say on the whole, I mean, I don't know who's winning this. Look at their villager counts. Zygos Abdurrahman is from Libya. I think the only person that is I've ever had on this channel from Libya. Oh no. Oh no. Army count 7 to 13, villager population. She has lost another villager. Both players, these poor villagers, just have to run away from the attacking units. This is where you should have a lumber camp here as well, so you can transition. I hope she dropped off the gold before she... I don't know, some of them are still carrying their gold. Okay. I love that she's attacking the castle with her Aramba. Or he's attacking the castle with the Arambai. The problem is our Mongol doesn't have a town center. So longevity, not so much in her favor, and I think Redphosphoru knows that, which is why he started to train more villagers. I say more, he's at 12 to 10. Tyler, yeah, I decided to do an afternoon stream. Now, the good news is for these individual villagers is that the base accuracy of an Aramba, I think, is 20%, which is absolutely atrocious. Look at the scores, by the way. They are 1% apart. 1% apart, but... Oh, I missed it. It looks like the Mangudai have all died. Oh, the HP on these Mangudai is so bad. It is just so bad. Gabi literally has 7 villagers, Redphosphoru. Sorry, she got 10 villagers, Phosphorus, and 14. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is such a bonker. This is like, these are the kinds of games that you only get with Redphosphoru. 34 minutes in with literally less than 25 villagers on the entire map for both players. I like that she's trying to wall herself in. She does not have the stone. Actually, she does have one more 5 stone piece to complete that wall off. Now she's down to 9 villagers. Another one got picked off. What do you do here as Gabi? This is just real bad. Like, this is, do you just GG? Another villager down as these Arambai dive bomb their way into this settlement. Another villager down. Another villager. No, she escapes. You think you'll be the only Libyan forever? I hope not. We are live. Oh my goodness. Where's the polygamy tech? You need a higher birth rate in Age of Empires. Wow. Well, that was, like I said, this is the kind of game you really only get with Redphosphoru, where the game just spirals out of control. You have to be very uncomfortable. You have to be very comfortable with being uncomfortable with Redphosphoru. I mean, I doubt Gabi's ever going to get this kind of matchup against any other player where she's going to be at 5 villagers at the 36-minute mark of the game. Wow, blue resisted well. Yeah, she must be super tilted. I mean, the fact that he kept dive bombing into here and putting his units... If she had murder holes, this entire strategy from Redphosphoru would have been nullified. Absolutely nullified. But she didn't even have a university. She barely had any resources. And that's easy for us to say watching the game, you know, from wherever we're watching this game. But if she had murder holes, maybe it would have been a different story. I can't imagine I mean, look at the 19 Mangudai in the original Scout, 32 Arambai, 2 monks in the original Scout. Oh my god, Redphosphoru at 200 APM? That's Hera level APM. Damn, okay. And 2 minutes in for Gabi as well. Economies look, I mean, this is... They're not big. Mathieu, have a good night. Another day, another Phosphoru terrorizing 2K players. He absolutely does. This is just ridiculous. Like I said, when you play against Redphosphoru, you have to be very comfortable with being very uncomfortable. So let's dive right in. I believe I have a Hoang game for us next. Taking on, I think, the highest Elo female player. Just bear with me as I set it up. Make sure the players' names are all good. All right. Can someone give Phosphoru the Phosphoru treatment? You'd have to invent... To beat Redphosphoru's fast castle, I think you have to invent like a fast feudal. You literally have to do like some kind of Armenian nonsense against them. Do you ever watch Morg play on Twitch? He's like constantly clicking and selecting units to do nothing with them. Does he? I think I've casted a Morg game. He's definitely on the Rising Stars list, so we'll definitely see some games of his. Matse AoE, I think I've run across your games as well. We might be watching some of your games, not today, but later this week. Assuming you're the one who is on the ranked ladder there. I think it's you. And this is Guki. I don't know if currently Guki or Gabi has the highest ranking Elo. I think it's Guki. In any event, Hoang in red as his most favorite Celts. And opposing the Celts, we've got another powerful civilization, the Bohemians, played by none other than Guki. And let's see what we have as the map. Attack path, pretty open in front of Hoang's base. Let's see, berries to the back, gold off to the side, primary stone also off to the side. So not terrible for Guki. Additional gold to the rear. Additional gold and stone off to the side. What about Hoang? Ooh, I like his primary resources better. His gold and stone off to the side, but to the back as well. He's also got 2 forests to the rear. Celts with those quicker lumberjacks. Hoang with his forward siege workshop. And where are his additionals? We got some extra gold and stone to the top left, extra gold to the right. So both bases fairly open. It seems like 4 forests for each player, but they're pretty far away. Hoang has his berries exposed to the front, but we'll see if that even plays a role. Usually he's the one who likes to aggress. Zygos, el oro del azul está expuesto al ataque de Hoang. You mean the primary gold here? Yeah. Depends if Hoang goes north or if he goes east. I'm assuming he's going to go this way if he scouts this. But for now, he's pushing his deer. As is Guki. I'm curious to see what we'll see out of the Bohemians. You think we're going to get to see a fast castle? I mean, just like when you play against Redphosphoru, you kind of know when you're playing against Hoang, you're going to get to see a fast castle play. 99 times out of 100. Board gets pulled, board gets attacked and dies. Okay, so Hoang's done pushing, or is he going to go for the last deer? It looks like Guki also has one more deer. Now he's going back for the third. Or maybe fourth. Yeah, so she's going to go back. So Hoang should be the first to go out onto the map and start scouting. Why do Hoang's opponents not do the same thing? Well, Bizarre Thoughts, tomorrow's video is, like I said, a Hoang versus Redphosphoru. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Abdurrahman, how do I know if I'm still behind? Ooh. I have no idea. Just hit the refresh button on YouTube and it'll take you to the most up-to-date part of the live stream, I think. Like hit F5 on your keyboard. Oh yeah, somebody in the chat let him know that we're on minute 8 of Hoang and Guki. Okay, both players should be hitting feudal nice at 19 villagers a pop. Loom for red. Loom for blue as well. And yeah, based on the resources that Hoang has, he's definitely going to go for a faster castle. Yeah, Chris, I know. It's something you never would have thought you would see, is Hoang playing as the Celts. And here we go, the old market blacksmith combo. So he's going to probably sell his stone. He is at 700 food. Ooh, a little bit too slow walling this area off, which means Hoang, like I said, first out on the map, has discovered where his opponent is. Has Guki? No, she hasn't. So she has seen the gold. So she has a decision to make. Do I go north or south? She's going north. So she's going to miss out on where Hoang is. Oh, you're on phone? Then close the YouTube app and open it from, just to open it again. And then you'll see. It'll take you to the most recent. Chris, as a mono player myself, I can only respect other mono players. Yeah, fair enough. Hoang is topless? Hoang is always topless. Hoang is always playing without a shirt. I would imagine because it's probably like 40 degrees where he's playing in that room that he's always in. So both players beginning to wall themselves off. Both players expecting perhaps some kind of attack. Our Bohemian is going more standard play. Okay, interesting. So Guki is going more feudal age aggression here. Original scout, 3 archers. Where's the spearman? Back home. Defending the wall off attempt. Hoang is 30 seconds away from castle. And Hoang traps her scout. Full feudal is always good against Hoang. Yeah, a lot of times when his opponent goes full feudal, especially with scout units, they tend to lose. He tends to GG. Micah Bosnia, long time no see. Oh, to the best caster. Hope you're a little live and healthy, my brother. Yeah, I am very much live and healthy. Unlike this scout from our Bohemian who bites the dust. Okay, so now I think this is a mistake from Guki. I think she needs to keep the pressure on Hoang's side of the map. She is close, but not that close to going up the Hoang cell. I just always love when I go on AoE Insights to download Hoang's games. Oh, just barely finishes the Siege Workshop. That's so sour, but it's going to be lamed. Whenever I go to AoE Insights to download a Hoang game, I always like chuckle to myself when I see him shirtless in his like profile picture. Just like Mr. Yo's profile picture that's basically just Pornhub. I always love to see Hoang's. Falling Sky. We've been on Twitch for the last month or so, actually. But usually in the evening times for me. Another set of villagers, but he does not have the wood. Oh my god, how is this possible? How did the mangonel and the scorpion... What is this? We've seen this with ranged and archer units before, but never like this. When will we talk about food? Yeah, the last 1% he finished, and then he managed to get out. Now he's got 3 siege units. What is this? Somebody in the chat, do you know what the hell is going on? Chris, you're cooking? I'm gonna assume you're cooking like some kind of delicious pasta dish. He deletes his own siege workshop so his siege units can move forward. First of all, how the hell did those siege units populate on top of the siege workshop? Abdurrahman, you're finally with us. Nice. And second of all, how the hell did he get the wood? Oh, Hoang is buying wood. Oh, that is so sour. But Guki is getting pressed into an emergency siege workshop for her. No villagers inside here to garrison at all, but out comes a Bohemian knight. Takes a bit of damage and runs away. What the hell is this knight doing? Yeah, Abdurrahman, I have no clue how it's possible. That should not be possible to spawn siege units on top of a siege workshop. But welcome to Age of Empires. Oh no! Hoang's not paying attention. All of his scorpions are down. And now his mangonel, but he kills his own unit as well. What an absolute epic hold so far from our Bohemian. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, 100, 200. Oh, just barely saving that town center. Barbecue ribs, I was way off. And now the villagers are going to keep the knight around so that the knight can get attacked by the scorpion, but scorpions have minimum range, which means that this knight should be safe and sound for now. So the knight's attacking the scorpion's being repaired by the villagers, who are being attacked by the spearman, who is now under attack by those villagers. Another scorpion pops out. So far, a fantastic hold here from our Bohemian, no? Now Hoang retreats. Are you sure you want to leave a siege workshop behind enemy lines? Are you sure about that? Yeah, Craig, no smush today. At least not yet out of Hoang. I still don't understand how the units spawned on top of a on top of that siege workshop. That seems like a bit of a weird thing. Oh, if he converts this knight, bad news bears. This knight has literally 2 HP. 2 HP. So here's the first half of the smush. Or I guess the second half, the m of the mush. The s is right here. Okay, okay, okay. This is why you don't leave enemy infrastructure behind. Because all of a sudden, 2 mangonels and 2 monks are going to pop out. And then your knights are going to do jack nothing against this. But a counter monastery, a second one for our Bohemian, who in Imperial can turn his monks trash by making them cost only food. What does a monk tell a knight to convert him? That is a good question. I've got gold for you. Is it like a bribe? Is it a spell like mind control? How exactly does conversion work? Alejandro! Yeah, too early for the rest of the crew. We'll have our usual Friday evening live streams, but I thought for the week I had a bit of time during the afternoon. Figured, why the hell not? Let's watch some rising stars, some up-and-coming players. I mean, they're not new players, but they're definitely up and coming. And now we're going to get to see Guki's micro on full display as she dodges volley after volley after volley of mangonel shots. But finally, 1 for 1. Monks are going to move forward. They're going to see the monk. Knights are going to move forward, rather. He's converting the weaker one. Why is he converting the weaker one? Oh my god. Oh my god, that is so sour. Villagers are attacking mangonels as well. Yeah, I think it more realistically is here's 100 gold. Villager bites the dust. Another villager dies. You're about to have pizza? What kind of pizza? You gotta share with the class. Oh no, again. There is no town center. Guki needs a little bit more wood, but she does not have the stone. So she's stuck at 35 villagers. Not that Hoang's that much more ahead. Oh, that's a sour loss for nothing. Now remember, Bohemian villagers do benefit from fervor and sanctity. Not that he has fervor, but he does have sanctity. So that's why you see their HP is 55 instead of the usual 40 with Loom. So they are a little bit tankier. Pizza with mushrooms, simple and delicious. Fungi. I am not a big mushroom fan, but I appreciate pizzas of all kinds. So let's see what's happening. Hoang's moving his spearmen away to the rear, continuing to prowl with more units. Guess you have to buy 100 stone to plop down the TC. Now, would you have put the TC right here, back to where it was originally? Or would you maybe put it somewhere else, like further away from Hoang, like near the stone? This might not be a bad location for a TC to the back here.
Kid.
And Hoang's returning home? Okay, attack is over. I love that he built a barracks as well against the night play. And now one single monk with redemption is going to basically make Hoang destroy his own infrastructure. Or maybe not. She wants those farms? I don't know. I would have maybe put a mill there. This was a good opportunity to put the... he gets the barracks. This would have been a good opportunity to relocate your TC, but... I am definitely not going to question somebody with 2,400 elo. Pizza Napolitana. Stefano. Hello, hello. Glad you could join us live. Mushroom on pizza is the only way I like mushrooms. Yeah, I can't bring myself to liking mushrooms. There's just something about the texture of mushrooms that I just don't. It doesn't agree with me. Poke, poke, and poke. And that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, Hoang's attack 30 minutes in is over. Guki has held and is now expanding with a second TC. Hoang, though, does have a castle, and the baristas are out. We've got a Woad Raider here patrolling the farmlands. The question is, what can Guki do against the castle? She's down 6 villagers ahead in army count, but neither player's army is really that crazy. Mostly spearmen. Probably don't like durian either. Oh my god. I remember the first time I came across a durian, I was like, is this a dead body? What is that smell? Bizarre thoughts. We always end up on pizza. Pizza is the meaning of life. Monk converts, dies, and now... Okay, now it's Hoang's turn to secure his base, but there is still one pesky spearman. An annoying siege workshop. Has he seen it? Okay, he has seen it under construction. Now those Woad Raiders moving at a ridiculous clip. 1.38 tiles per second are going to head straight across the map. Now remember, he is facing the Bohemians. And in Castle Age, the Bohemians have one of the best anti-infantry units. A little old thing called a hand cannoneer. That being said, hand cannoneers are expensive. Chemistry is expensive. Still hasn't gotten chemistry. I'm assuming that's what we're going to see here with the double archery range. Yeah, Jonas, mushrooms suck. I'm not gonna tiptoe around anymore. I once went, I was in Rome for a month and a half. And during one of my trips, I just like hanging out and whatever during a summer break. And I decided to go to the Vatican. And there's a restaurant right across the Vatican. Sorry, it's in the Vatican, but it's across from St. Peter's Square. And their special of the day was this very rare Italian mushroom. And the people I were with were like, let's go, we have to try this Italian mushroom. It's going to be so good. And I was like, okay, I hate mushrooms, but fine, I'll try it. I still didn't like it. It was like some fancy schmancy 45 euro mushroom. And I just absolutely did not like it at all. Hoang's getting Hoang. Yeah, durians are disgusting. They smell like a dead body would smell, I would imagine. Oh, yeah, the Wololos. So, our Bohemian, 3 TCs. Our Celt, 2. He does have a castle. There is chemistry. So, we are going to get to see hand cannoneers. Anyway, that whole story was just to say that even fancy schmancy Italian mushrooms I could not get behind. The restaurant was very cool, though. It was like underground in a cavern. But like, I don't know, mushrooms. Anyway. Hoang is ahead seriously in army count, 15-6. Now the question is, hand cannoneers. Yeah, here we go, hand cannoneers. A third archery range being added as well to the left side of our screen. Are they going to be enough to stop the Woad Raiders? Because as good as they are with their plus 10 attack bonus against infantry, Woad Raiders have 70 HP and they're very fast. Which means they can close in on the hand cannoneers very, very, very quickly. Monks converting Woad Raiders, converting hand cannoneers. And Taka, hello, hello. It's 2 a.m. here. I should have already slept, but your live stream prevent me. Thanks for ruining my circadian rhythm. I'm glad I could ruin your circadian rhythm. That's funny. I guess usually you're used to the evening streams, or for you, I guess it would be morning streams. Neither player banking any resources of any kind to go up to Imperial. Hoang does not see the fourth TC. And this is what I'm talking about with Woad Raiders. As good as hand cannoneers are, as good as you can kite them back, the speed and the thickness of a Woad Raider is just really good. So it's almost like organ guns versus eagles, or maybe even hand cannoneers versus eagles. Who's getting who? You were in Verona and they put foie gras on your steak. I didn't know Italians put foie gras on things. I thought that was primarily a French thing. He's hunting villagers. He does not want this castle. Oh my god, is this going to be the same thing with the castle as it was with the siege workshop? 4 villagers left. Why are the monks not converting the villagers? 88, 89. It stops at 89. It stops at 89. Sour. Stefano, I ruined your circadian rhythm during the World Desert. And look at this. Walling out the Celt from his own castle. It looked like Hoang was about to send 5 more villagers until he saw the wall off. And now what the hell do you do? He does have 500 stone, but if he cancels this at 90%, he's going to get back 65 stone, which is still not enough to get him to another castle. He is doubling down on monks. Holy shit, 7 monks being trained. He wants those hand cannoneers. He thinks the 9 range is going to beat the 7 range. Generous with the truffle. My friend once tried to bring back truffle from Italy, and it got confiscated. Yeah, Hoang, I think realizes that he can't get a castle up now that it's completely walled in. Well, almost. I think, yeah, actually, with the archery range completely walled in. Wow, well, there you go. Guki, an impressive hold. Hoang barely getting the first siege workshop up, a second one up. Then they exchanged blows for a while. But Guki with the ultimate hold pushed out. Didn't really get too much accomplished with her push out. But more importantly, stopped the second push, which is really what Hoang. And this is to show you why that Bohemian feature against infantry units. We're seeing a lot of infantry this game. This live stream is a fantastic, fantastic counter unit. Incan slingers, jaguars, hand cannoneers. Oh, you couldn't stay till the end? 4 in the morning. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm happy you stayed until 4. That's crazy. 39 Woad Raiders to 25 hand cannoneers. I mean, these came out a lot later than these. And then Scorpions, Monks. Towards the end, Hoang just wanted to convert the enemy units. I wonder why he didn't just go up to Imperial and try to contest with a stronger Woad Raider. Like I said, I think the Woad Raider probably can overwhelm this hand cannoneer army. You'll lose like a third to half of your army, but you'll kill all of your enemies' units. Only 3 monks. Let's take a look at the economies. Yeah, about the same. Less than 10% difference in economies. Looks like Guki did manage to get 1 relic, 8 conversions to 5, 1 raising to 0. And this, I mean, this is just sour. This is like a psychologically damaging castle. 90%. The Gami, a mushroom that grows in Libya, Al-Gabal Al-Akdar, the Green Mountain. What is that, a psilocybin mushroom? Yeah, Bohemians in Castle Age with Imperial tech. It just, again, just shows you the power when these, like the Burgundians with their Cavaliers in Castle Age. This is very powerful, especially since his opponent went, her opponent rather, went infantry. No, Stefano, there were no Jaguars. I'm just mentioning like anti-infantry units that are powerful in Castle Age. All right. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Let's do another survivalist game. Zygos, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for saying hi. Throwing snacks. Redeeming a first for 250 coins. Nice. Italians are super friendly towards tourists. I've had nothing but good experiences in Italy. Craig, I don't know if at 90% it's a doubt castle. We always every live stream there's a different definition. I think didn't we land on it being a 95%? Although I personally have no idea what the difference is. Yeah, no, Jonas, they didn't get confiscated by the Carabinieri. They got confiscated by the Canadian border police when he came back to Canada. Because my friend was a dummy and he declared that he had them. All right, Survivalist taking on a bigger name here. Vinchester, not exactly a rising star. Vinchester already a star. Survivalist playing as the Mongols in red. Vinchester as the Bohemians. So 2 civilizations we've already seen today. Duking it out. Let's see what the map looks like. Ooh, pretty easy attack path between both bases. Looks like Vinchester has his primary gold and secondary stone on the attack path. Extra stone and berries to the back. Extra gold to the upper left. Extra gold to the upper right. So not the nicest of bases here for our Bohemian. Forward portion completely open. Survivalist, primary gold. Extra stone to the rear. Already nice. Sheep running interference, a little bit too much maybe. Primary stone to the front, extra gold to the front, berries to the front. Nobody has any forests whatsoever near their bases to be very helpful. So both players kind of equally screwed here in terms of bases. Extra gold off to the side. It looks like Vinchester has some forests to the bottom. Looks like Survivalist has a forest to the top. Spawning positions fairly symmetrical, I would say. One's at the 130 position, one's at the 730 position. The Steam achievement is 95% for a Castle of Doubt, but the best Doubt castles are around 99%. Okay, got it. Thank you for the clarification. So do we go by the Age of Empires developer word, or do we go by the more informal? Ooh, Cuban cigars in Toronto. That's the one good thing we have here is we have access to Cuban cigars. Stefano, this is not a tournament. This is just random ranked ladder games. The difference in police in US and Canada, I have no experience with either one, so I couldn't tell you. And by the way, Daniel, nice to see you. What an annoying location for an ibex. All right. Do we think we're gonna get to see unique units in this game? Survivalist already heading up to feudal, off of 18 villagers. No loom. Our Bohemian getting loom right now, and I'm assuming by the time it completes, he's gonna force drop a bunch of boar meat. Yeah, 511, and there we go. All right, so both players heading up to feudal. Survivalist with a bit of a quicker uptime, skipping loom and one villager less than his opponent. What is the best meal I have ever had? The best meal I've ever had. I would have to say, when I was in university, when I was in business school, we had a event in Chicago, and we drove down from Toronto to Chicago. Long drive. And I had a chicken and rib combo at a barbecue place in Chicago. I forget the name. This was like in 2002, 23 years ago. And I can still remember what the food looked like. I can still remember how it tasted. It was the greatest barbecue I have had in my entire life. I literally didn't want to leave the restaurant. The owner came out and gave us all, like, I went with my friends, and she gave us all an extra piece of chicken and rib because she was like, okay, we're closing. I'm just going to throw this out, but I'll just give it to you. The service was amazing. The food was delicious. And ever since then, I've just been on chasing a barbecue rush. You know, I'm trying to find good ribs, good chicken. But man, that freaking place in Chicago was incredible. But it's hard to say favorite meal. I've just had I'm a big food person, so there's just a lot of good meals. Make Italy 3 countries again. Make Italy 30 countries again. No, Craig, I'm telling you, the ribs and the chicken were freaking delicious. I'm like, my salivary glands are kicking in right now just thinking about the meal and how good it was. Like, the barbecue sauce, I don't know if it was, I think it might have been Kansas City barbecue sauce. It was so delicious and tangy. Stubbs Ditch. Hello. Aren't Survivalists in Vinchester not forever playing AOC? What do you mean? I mean, they're playing Age of Empires. I don't know, Conquerors? No experience with police, Canadian lawyer. Yeah, we're not all, like, criminal lawyers. Chris, yeah, look, my experience with Italy is mainly Rome, the Vatican, which I guess is technically not Italy, Milan, Puglia, and what's it called? Firenze. And everywhere I've been. Milan people were a little bit colder. They weren't as nice as in Rome, but they were still pretty damn nice. Padua. Chris, the last thing I would ever do is make you dictator. Stupsditch, no, the Survivalist plays like every night, I think. He's definitely live streaming every time I go to bed and I turn on Twitch just to see what's going on. He's always live. Oh, a little bit slow. But does manage to pick off one of these scouts, gets the first kill of the game. Now, the Elo difference here is a little bit unfair for Survivalist. I think it's like 300 or 400 Elo difference. But you know what? Let's see how well Survivalist does. He's not exactly a noob. He's roaming around the south. His scouts, remember, for the Mongols, do come with extra line of sight. Look at the line of sight on a frickin' Mongol scout. Might as well be a monk on a horse. Libyan food. Abdurrahman, tell me like an example of a Libyan dish so I can Google it and see. Florence? Yeah, Florence is freaking gorgeous. Persian food is also fantastic. All the Kubide kebabs. Now I kind of want to go get some grilled meat after this live stream. See how easy it is to distract me and get me talking about food? Ouch. Poked. Scout dies. The villager gets the kill. And our Bohemian somewhere has lost a unit to an animal. This animal. What is this? That looks like a spearman, right? The shield of the spearman. Padua a university city? Yeah, we have a bunch of those in Canada. The thing I love about university cities here is that they have good chicken wing places. They have good pubs. And good pubs come with good food sometimes. Ooh. All right. Another villager kill here. Survivalist. Survivalist is not going down without a fight here. 5 kills to 5. He has killed 3 villagers. Our Mongol is a minute away from Castle Age. Our Bohemian. This is going to be an interesting matchup. Bohemian's not exactly the fastest on their feet. The Mongols, of course, lightning fast. Vinchester says, you know what? I'm just going to park my Bohemian scout. And he's just going to kind of see what you're doing. I see the stable. I see the blacksmith. He himself is fully walled in. Bloodlines for our Mongol. How many stables? How many archery ranges? 1 stable. Pardon me, 2 stables. Okay, so I was wondering what that bloodlines was for. Were we going to get to see cav archers maybe? No, I think we're going to get to see some kind of melee. Yeah, it is. Step lancers. All right. Who the hell doesn't love seeing step lancers? Weekend Scout is on relic patrol. I like the base here that Vinchester's carved for himself. He's gotten the gold and the stone. Survivalist base is very weird. What even is this? I don't know what this base is supposed to look like or be. But it is narrow. And let's see if it's enough. He doesn't really need the stone if he's going to go step lancers. He just needs a lot of space for farms. Padua, but for old people. Batata mobatan. Potatoes stuffed with meat and vegetables. Oh, I mean, potatoes, meat, and vegetables? Libyan couscous as well. Okay. All right. I will definitely Google Batata Mobatan. Survivalist is ahead 7 villagers. He's ahead army count. So far, he's doing fantastic. Infantry is going to be the name of the game for our Bohemian. Remember, their infantry do 25% more bonus damage. So a normal pikeman to a step lancer will do 22 damage bonus. This jumps up to 28. But, oh, they're on the wrong side of the fence. They're on the wrong side. Quick emergency wall off. Is this open on this side? I mean, even pikemen are going to struggle against the stacking of a step lancer unless. What is Survivalist doing? Does he want to fight or not? He's getting... Okay, I think he's waiting for iron casting to kick in. Might pick off a random pike. Nope. Takes a poke. Keeps going. Ooh, I love Baba Ganoush. Baba Ganoush is delicious. Yeah, here we go. This is a bit of a weaker. Dang bang. Hello, hello. If he keeps picking off individual pikemen, Vinchester might be in a bit of trouble here. But there again, Sanctity, remember, does apply to villagers. So take a look at the stats when the upgrade completes in 3, 2, 1. 55 HP. Oh, he's gonna risk it. He's gonna lose a step lancer, is he? Yeah, of course he is. Waiting too long here. Oh, that's so sour. And the Bohemians get themselves a step lancer, second TC to the back. I'm not a big fan of Survivalist base here. Just wall off this area here, and then you have access to all of the extra space for all of your farms. Pikemen in a choke point are gonna melt. But it looks like he did manage to take a step lancer down with him. Wow, 3 step lancers for all those pike. Monk, full faith. Monk, full faith. And that's it. Backs away. All right. Sorry, bear with me. I'm just reloading my YouTube app. Apologies. Ooh. Hussite Wagon against the Mangudai civilization is definitely an interesting choice. Ah, this tiger. He's a chasing. These aren't penguins that are going to turn around eventually. He's going to keep chasing until he gets blood or death. Live to kill. Or die. Another conversion. Tiger does die. Now would be a good time to keep pressing, but no, these Bohemian monks, they are not taking a break. 20 step lancers. 3 of them look very, very weak. Ooh, this might be a perfect place to attack. By the time the monks get their asses down here. Gotta love the stacking. Why is Vinchester being so slow with his monks? Why is he waiting until they're 4 or 5 tiles away instead of using the full 9 range? If the name of the game is to just shoo away, there you go, then shoo him away. Survivalist needs more step lancers somewhere here. He needs multi-pronged attacks, like he did in the first game we saw where he was the Vikings. He needs multi-pronged attacks. A meal in a Libyan wedding is more like 7 or 8 types of food considered a meal. That's awesome. Is Libyan cuisine like grilled meat? Is it, I wonder what kind of cuisine it is. Yeah, Stefano, right? They just chase and chase and chase. Okay, okay. I'm not sure who's winning this. There's a lot of pikemen here. Villagers? Castle's at 83%. Oh no, oh no, oh no! All of the step lancers shit the bed. And the villager pull way too late. But the castle, the castle's missing every single shot. Why is it firing so slow? That seems like a lot slower than a 2-second delay, no? I don't know. That seemed very slow to me, that firing rate. And now Vinchester says, you know, I'm just gonna take your stone. You're not guarding it, you're not protecting it, you don't seem to want it. And I wonder if our Mongols should have gone cavalry archers. They do come with a small attack bonus against pikemen. Oh, he's running them by monks again. Survivalist. And now it's Vinchester's turn to be annoying. What are you really going to do with pikemen in here? It's really the monks that are the bigger threat. Castle is attacking the TC. Pikemen attacking the stable. A couple of spearmen just hanging out. And Survivalist exits stage right. Has Vinchester seen that there's gold here? He has, so he knows there's gold here. Our Bohemian can research redemption if he wanted to. Oh, he's buying stone. Vinchester just dumped all of his gold almost into stone, and he's heading up to Imperial. Things are not looking good. He's not Japanese. Why play cav archers? I feel like with cav archers, you can at least start mixing in Mangudai to take out Hussite wagons with their attack bonus against siege. Plus, cav archers do a lot better against pikemen and monks, by the way. But I think Survivalist wanted to bust into the base and with the Step Lancer, but didn't get it. Okay, another castle, 97, 98, 99. It does go up in Survivalist again. His villagers caught in the middle of nowhere underneath a castle. Oh, no. Plus, remember, Mongol cav archers do fire 25% faster than normal. So they are very, very fast. Oh, you were... I didn't register the irony, sorry. Abdurrahman, I was wondering, like, what kind of cuisine is Libyan? Is it, like, mostly seafood, mostly chicken, mostly beef, lamb, goat, grilled meat, sauced meat? Sitio Skirto? I apologize, I'm not pronouncing your name right at all. Yeah, definitely starting to look like GG. With the town center down. Another town center under attack. Survivalist just did not do enough damage on the other side of the map. Survivalist is now buying stone. I'm assuming for, yeah, another TC. Imp to GG. Very possible. He does have a Step Lancer force. He's going up to 19 Step Lancers. But they're in the middle of nowhere fighting a single pikeman up here to the north. And this is where Survivalist base build is going to betray him because it's so compressed. So small. That it's so easy to press into. And another. I mean, what the hell is this? You'd think he was the Slav or the Frank or the Inca with some kind of castle feature. He's pushing in. Survivalist is going to try to prove his name. Well, it's Imperial. He didn't quite GG yet. Delete the Palisades. Delete the Palisades and the mill. But now he's facing Halberdiers. Take a look at this insane bonus against cavalry. Plus 40. But Step Lancer's in a choke point. They have to get through the Hussite wagons first. They do. Okay, Vinchester realizes he's not going to get this castle up. Lives to fight another day. Treb should fall as well. Nope, never mind. What are the bonuses of the Mangudai against siege units? The only reason Stefano, I think he's playing still is because he got a town center up to the right and he has a town center in the back. If he loses even one of those, I think it's going to be GG. Or if he loses his army, which he looks like he's about to lose his army. Survivalists, don't forget, he's ahead 22 villagers. This is very much an all-in push out of Vinchester, who just has one town center. And to be fair, even though he's an Imperial Age, he still has Castle Age units, except for those Halberdiers. And actually, and the Treb. Never mind. Scrap that last point. He has a pretty scary army. Abdurrahman, I'm trying to remember the attack bonus of Mangudai against Siege when they're just a basic Mangudai. I forget if it's +4 or 5. +3 or 4. When they're elite, it's +5. I think the basic Mangudai has a +3 attack bonus, if I'm not mistaken, against Siege. Survivalist is getting a ram push ready here. These Hussite wagons do pierce armor, which means the armor of the ram should be a-okay. The problem is, what the hell do you do against these halberdiers? Lamb and chicken. Okay. If he manages to come back, let's see. He's about to send out his very basic battering rams. Villagers are also moving out. The halberdiers see it. Of course they do, with that Treb line of sight. Ouch. Yikes. Oh, he's moving out because he's castle dropping. But look at this. Vinchester doesn't even know where the castle is going. But he's like, I know you're going to go after my gold. I know you're going to go after this on this high ground hill. This is the level of gameplay that you get. Is just so incredible. They're able to predict where their opponents are going to go based on elevation, based on resources. Survivalist doesn't really have a base anymore. This is starting to look like a Redphosphoru game. Has Green seen this? He has not, but he has seen the farms and the mining camp. I think if he loses this TC, then it's going to be GG. Spider sense Vinge, exactly. Oh, he didn't even wait. Survivalist did a good job early on with the pressure. I say a good job. He didn't really accomplish anything, but good job putting on pressure. But with only 3 monks, who, by the way, are still at home. Vinchester didn't even send these units out. Wow. Smiley AoE rating with a party of 26. Welcome everyone from Smiley's channel to Twitch. Unfortunately, you're joining right at the end of one game, but we are going to start another game real quick. Hello, Cabal. Hi, Smiley. Thank you so much for the raid. It's something that I forget to do a lot on Twitch, is raid. I'm so new to it. But I appreciate it, and welcome everybody. The Austrian, when you can remember. Cabal, didn't I ask you about Centimeter, that restaurant that I ate at in Vienna once? Thanks to Lefty. Okay, well, if Lefty's here, thank you so much for recommending the... Well, there you go. There's Lefty. With the pizza slice. Wow, what a wonky game. But Survivalist also very comfortable expanding out into the middle of nowhere. Gautham, thank you so much. I also think I'm underrated. I'm kidding. I appreciate it. Oh, border control. Got it. Got it. Now I know who you are. What? Your name on YouTube is different, isn't it? Or is it Cabal? I don't remember it being Cabal on YouTube. I love that he was expanding out to here, and immediately, I mean, how much stone did Vinchester mine? Halbs nullify the Step Lancers, monks more importantly, but let this be a lesson. With 3 monks, with only 3 monks, and villagers running around double walling, Vinchester saved his entire game. Because if early on 20 Step Lancers had busted into this base, it would have been very, very bad news bears. Yeah, Thomas, I knew it was. Yeah, Thomas, I know. This is the problem when I went onto Twitch, that a lot of people... Ooh, Smiley, thank you so much for following. When there are people on Twitch whose names I don't recognize, because it's the gaming name versus like your YouTube real name, or not, I don't know, real name, but holy shit. There's the castle count from our Bohemian. 4,000 stone. Without the relic gold, he would have been equal with the Mongols on gold, a little bit less. So trash going to the Mongol. Survivalist not doing a bad job at all. Basically identical economies. 16 conversions. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. But like I said, let this be a lesson. With only 3 months, our Bohemian lasted against a 20 Step Lancer push. First over here, then over here, then over here. And Survivalist just could not get his Step Lancers into that base. And then castle after castle after castle after castle after castle just dropped in his face. And the Mongols need space to operate. They are a very fast civ on their feet. So if you just cut off all their avenues of running around, there's not much they're going to be able to do. Yeah, Thomas, usually I stream a little bit later, but I had an afternoon off and figured, you know what? Why the hell not? Let's just dive right in. So let's do... Okay, let's do a Redphosphoru game. Bear with me. We're gonna do one more game and then call it a why is it bear with me one sec. Okay, I'm not too sure. For some reason the game did cut out every player's name. I don't know why. So bear with me. I'm just inserting the player's name. I don't know what's going on. Sometimes capture age is a little wonky. And I just need to push in the players' names. Grathrang, my fellow Torontonian. I'm the only streamer I've seen doing better on YouTube than on Twitch. Oh no. Is that good or bad? Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. But cool to catch you live. Probably good. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why I started on YouTube. Because I'm not like a streamer. This is like the first daytime stream I've been doing in a while. Lucas, you called in sick to watch this. No, I just Skirto. I just cast for now. I'm planning on starting to play, although don't have any high expectations of me playing. You should have zero expectations of me. I'm 41 years old. My hand is like, I'm looking at my hand right now. It's not as fast as it used to be. But whatever. We'll have some fun. Grathrang, if you're still here, what civ are you fancying so far in your A to Z exploration of the civilizations? Hitesh, hello. I'd love to play this game. Been playing since my childhood. Feels so good when I see streamers supporting this game. Huge fan. I appreciate that. Yeah, look, when I Roaring Moose with the Dumb and Dumber quote. That's Dumb and Dumber, right? Yeah. 1 in a million. before I decided to go onto YouTube, I looked into this and I was like, wow, the community is still around. Community is still growing. Frank's Eco. You're on Georgians now, right? I was actually, Grathrang, I was actually watching you last night and I fell asleep while watching. Which I've been told from people who say that to me that it's a big compliment. And I say it as a compliment. But I think you're on the Georgians now, right? Hitesh, thank you so much for following. How are you finding the Georgians? I'd imagine they're pretty much, with those fortified churches, probably a similar powerful. Pencil Cup 23, thank you so much for the follow. I'd imagine the Georgian economic side of the game is probably better than the Frankish, right? Although early game with the berries, probably not. Again, I speak as someone who hasn't played this game in a while. Lucas, you're doubling down on Gold Rush? What competition is Gold Rush in? Jonas, what does being 41 feel like? I just turned 30. Being 41 is like being 30, except you feel like you're on a different planet that has stronger gravity. So every time you get up from your chair and every time you sit down and every time you do anything, it's just physically like 5 to 10% harder. I find myself like going, when I sit down now, which I've never done in my life before. Aside from that, being 41 is fine. Honestly, I can't complain. That being said, I'm also not the healthiest of people, so Chris, you don't feel any different from 25 to 37? That's because you're living that clean Italian lifestyle with a delicious Italian cuisine. I'm here ordering Domino's every night. Thomas, my child is doing well. He's actually in daycare now, so I actually have time during the afternoons to live stream, which is fun. So I figured, you know what? Let's give it a chance. First of all, I just want to see how my internet is doing during the daytime versus the nighttime. So far, the internet seems to be okay. Georgian Eco takes so much APM because of the carts. Yeah, those carts are so annoying. But you prefer the Franks over the Georgians. Got it. I agree. The Manaspas are ridiculous. The Manaspa should have like 65 HP. That's the only way to nerf it. You don't need to make it more expensive. You don't need to make it less armor. Just give it 65 HP. If you're going to make it a shock unit that attacks on a 22, make it a shock unit that attacks on a 22. And that's basically it. That being said, if you lower it to 65, I guess they kind of suck in early Castle Age. All right, so I should probably introduce the teams, the players and the civs. Redphosphoru in his classic Portuguese wood gold unique unit build already on the stone. Guki, by the way, as we saw. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the highest ranked female player in the game at the moment has sussed it out. Marvo, hello, hello. And here we go. Feudal Age Scout is faster, higher line of sight. And Guki, by the way, is playing the Franks. So if anything can contest the power of the organ gun, it is a nice 120 HP Frankish knight. Oh God, Chris, dear Lord. Yeah, Lucas, I agree. Age of Empires over everything. Bizarre thoughts. You're turning 40, the age my father had me. I'm wondering how people work so hard after 40 years old. I'm telling you, I had my firstborn at 40. Technically at 39. No. My apologies, at 40. And my grandfather told me, I think I've said this like every live stream, my grandfather told me when he was still alive, have kids as early as possible because you do not have the energy for them later in life. And man, was he right. I am just reaching new levels of being tired I didn't know were humanly possible. The last year and a half has been so amazing, but so exhausting. By the way, it looks like Phosphorus almost got the first kill of the game, and Guki is attempting to push him off of wood. Fantastic move. If you need wood and gold, get him off the wood. Marvo, you're practicing the Redphosphoru strats. How's it working out? Which civilization? First with 22, second with 24. Yeah, Thomas, that's a good age to have. Abdurrahman, thank you so much for joining. Glad we could catch you live. You gonna go paint your apartment? And good luck with that. Alejandro, you wonder if Guki knows what's a-coming? She must. NRZKH1, thank you so much for the follow. Hope I said your name properly. Probably not. Phosphorus has somehow lately always stopped at 750 plus. He doesn't just go to 650. He goes to 750 plus. Last time you tried to reach the remote, your left side paralyzed for a while. Getting old is weird. Yeah, you know what? Bizarre thoughts. I sneezed last week and my entire arm went numb. I thought I was having a heart attack. AC Dragon Rider, we are still here. Aw, last week your daughter had her first day in school. That's adorable. Hopefully she had a fantastic day. I suspect he does want to sell at least 100 stone. Let's see what he does. Immediately castle. Oh, he can't place it here because there's an archer. Guki doing an amazing job so far. This is the first time I've seen Phosphorus kind of stumble here and there. And by the way, it's not an offensive castle on this side of the map. It is on this side of the map. And by the way, I should keep saying by the way. Organ guns are not fast. Organ guns move barely faster than a monk. So this is fantastic for Guki. They have to move all the way south in order to attack her base. And he deleted his own blacksmith for reasons unknown. Ah, that's so sweet, Thomas. I'm glad to hear that. Jonas, I have no idea. And there we go. He sold 100 stone for 90 gold. So originally the Phosphorus build, he got 650 stone. And now it's 750 and he sells the extra 100. Good to know. Oh, I love this out of Guki. The one way, one of several ways to deny this unit, because the organ gun attack is pretty weak. It's a 6 pierce attack, 5 bullets. One way to deny it is high pierce armor. And ain't none higher than a wall with 10 pierce armor. Which means when this organ gun, where the hell is it? Hiding here behind the trees. If it gets into here and attacks this, does only 5 HP of damage. 1 HP for each bullet. So one super fun way to deny the Phosphorus build, especially against organ guns, is to train units with high pierce armor. That is a very... Now, this is not good. Pierce armor is decent, but HP is shit. If you're going to invest the stone... Oh, she doesn't have any more stone. Okay, my bad. Any more stone inside? No, both patches are outside. Here and here. Oh, no. Okay, well, let's see. So far, Guki, absolutely love this. Absolutely love this. Tried to lame the wood, temporarily lame the castle for just even a few seconds. More importantly, forced a defensive castle. which means her settlement is pretty safe right now. Her town center is safe, which is usually the first target of a Phosphorus attack. He gets a villager kill now. Not too sure what that villager was doing in the middle of nowhere. Marvo, in the case of Stonewall, he'll drop a siege workshop and make a ram. Yeah, that's why you need map presence to see it coming. Tadzio, I had some free time this afternoon. Yeah, I mean, you're leaving your enemy's outpost literally in the middle of your base. Why are you not attacking this outpost? Why are you letting Guki see everything with a tower and an outpost? That's ridiculous. So the Phosphorus build is not doing damage. And he's going up to a traditional game with 31 villagers. And honestly, as awesome as Phosphorus builds are, as cool as they are, as much as he is a crafter of very fun strategies, in a normal game, I would take Guki over Redphosphoru here. I mean, I think her elo is probably like 200 or 100 or so above him. Now, Cav Archer is definitely not what I would recommend against the 4 Pierce armor of the organ gun. I think Phosphorus saw the palisade. Why isn't he attacking? I don't know. Phosphorus is being very cautious. He's trying to create a death ball, is my opinion. If I had to guess. Why are you attacking the house? Attack the outpost. Does he not see that there's an outpost here? Does he just not care? Middle of the road monastery is under attack. Lavesh Guki is, I think, the highest ranked female player. She's from the Combi team. I'm not sure exactly where she's from. Maybe Mexico? I know Gabi is from Brazil. Does anyone in the chat on Twitch or YouTube know where Guki is from? Monk bites the dust. He needs redemption monks. Remember, all Portuguese units cost 20% less gold. Yeah, she's from Mexico. 15 years old. I thought she was like 20. Okay. Well, she is from Mexico and she's 15. And her elo's in the 2400s. So definitely a rising star. And she did win the Queen's Cup against Gabi, I believe. So like I said, in a quote-unquote normal game, I would very much favor Guki over Redphosphoru. His initial push didn't succeed. This is why she got Cav Archers, by the way. Just she could lame the wood line, which she sees with the outpost that is still here. But let's see. Let's see if Phosphorus can beat this. He is just building up his economy. He's down 15 villagers. Guki has 2 town centers. Her base is not exactly the greatest in terms of resources. Extra stone, extra gold, extra stone, and extra gold. Oh no. 4 of her 5 starting resources are outside of her settlement. She's a young Skywalker. Aw, that just reminds me of James Earl Jones again. And here come those Frankish knights. And finally he's attacking the outpost. The knights tell me you've got armor. No armor whatsoever. So each bullet will do 6 damage. -2. And that is bad news bears for these knights. They need armor upgrades. Look at how quick against... I mean, look at this. He's just doing this on purpose now so that the castle can fire on them. What a bloodbath. What an absolute bloodbath. Oh, fantastic onager, mangonel shots rather. Ouch, 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 ouch. She does not get even a single monk. I don't think any of those arrows even hit the monk. Wow, misses entirely. Outpost still up, tower still up. And now Redphosphoru's on the offensive, trying to convert. I don't know where Guki keeps sending these random villagers. Our Portuguese now does have redemption, so he's chasing away the mangonel to the left. This is open, but not too sure where the organ guns can go. Absolute pancake there. Okay. So Guki tried to keep the army in place with some scout units. Now light cav for the mangonel. Skywalker versus Jason. Who is Jason? Who the hell is Jason? All right, the monk finally does die, which means these organ guns are on their own. And this is what you got to do against organ guns. You got to go high pierce armor units. She just needs to get the next armor upgrade for her light cav. And then they're basically going to be... Now, unfortunately for the Franks... Oh, Jason Voorhees. Redphosphoru is Jason Voorhees? Why? Oh, he's converting buildings. He's going after this infrastructure. Jason Solo. Han Solo's lesser successful cousin, Jason Solo. Yeah, Marvo, I agree. She's so far doing fantastic at stopping this. She's ahead 33 villagers, and she's constantly cleaning up. And if you can close on organ guns with their minimum range, you should be able to slaughter them. And she's honestly trading out trash units for gold intensive units. Organ guns are not cheap, even with the 20% gold discount. Outpost is finally down. Another lumber camp. I'm surprised Phosphor is not heading to richer, more lush forest lands. What will win out? The accuracy of the organ gun. Another random villager, this time a red one. Ooh. But we got mangonels, wheelbarrow, and husband. Just now getting husbandry? Okay. I guess she realized she forgot it. You don't know who Skywalker is? Well, that makes the Skywalker versus Jason thing make sense. Not that any of it made sense, but there you go. Monk gets pumped full of rocks. Villager pumped full of rocks. Another monk. He's a guy who walks on the sky. Oh, preemptively deletes. I mean, we are seeing an absolute war of attrition here, but look at the villager count. Our Frank is literally, what, minutes away? 10 minutes, 20 minutes away, 15? From just overwhelming Phosphorus with like 40 light cavalry units. And just curb stomping this army. Skirmishers are not going to do that well, surprisingly, against organ guns with their 4 pierce armor. Because they don't take any bonus damage from skirmishers. Guki, I think, is doing the right thing. I think she's throwing trash units at this army, building up her economy, getting up to Imperial Age Franks. This might be one of those Imperial Age into GGs. Zuil, hello. Thanks for posting that food picture. She went light cav as soon as she saw monks. Brilliant, yeah, with their plus 10 attack bonus against monks. And like I said, this unit is very slow, so forcing a defensive castle out of Redphosphoru was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. What is the monk mod called? I don't have the conversion lines if you target a unit. Ooh, I think that might be a capture age thing, Marvo. Yeah, Phosphorus economy is done. That's why I said, like, it might be Imperial into GG. Like, even this, you can throw away 10 light cavalry for a monk. Doesn't matter. Your economy is 52 villagers ahead. 125% bigger economy. Finally does have the armor upgrades on them. So she can just keep throwing over and over and over again. The organ guns into R2-D2. That's my R2-D2 impression. Okay, going after the mangonel. So far, not a single organ gun has died. I mean, if Phosphor keeps taking great trades, maybe he's got a chance, but probably not. I mean, look at this. Palisade walls at the 38-minute mark of the game. That was indistinguishable. You're just being nice. That was an absolute shitty R2-D2 impression. Doesn't he also like whistle? Can you see the prices? Gautham, what would you like to see the price of? I can't really show prices except for upgrades, I don't think. I can't show the prices of units. More light cavalry coming into the south. I mean, look at the economy. Look at this absolute crazy. This is a 2K4 player, and this is Redphosphoru. Oh no! Oh no! His shitty economy is getting gutted even more. Yeah, I don't even know if we're gonna last another 10 minutes, to be honest. The Redphosphoru might just GG because he's way too far behind. You don't even need to kill his army. His army is heading home. It's heading home. The market prices, I unfortunately have no way of showing that on Capture Age. By the way, did he convert the tower? I guess he did. I completely missed that. I apologize. Light cavalry, 2 kills, both of them villagers. Monks dying to friendly fire. And here we go. Now with the mangonel support, organ guns are falling. 3 more just shat. Oh, that's so sour though. The entire offensive mangonel force has fallen. 1 remains. But this is just a never-ending stream of light cav. Guki with 120 villagers. Oh, is just absolutely shredding through these units. Super Gen, hello, hello. Did you catch that pancake just a second ago? Marvo, is what possible? Yeah, 4 times the economy right now. This is, I thought Redphosphoru had a chance for a little bit if he could keep saving his organ guns, but now he's just not even saving his organ guns anymore. Is a tower one of the structures you can't convert? I thought you could convert a tower. Should have made spears. Yeah, I mean, this is like the weakness of the Phosphoru build, is that if you don't get all of the conditions right, it's very hard to maintain, especially if you don't grow your economy. So he tried to stay in it. I mean, 43 minutes in, but honestly, forget the tower, forget the cav archers. It's this, I think. If he had brought his castle forward and he could have started attacking the settlement with the organ guns earlier on, I think it would have been very hard for Guki to hold on. But the fact that she forced this amazingly defensive castle, look at how far the organ gun has to travel just to get to the opponent's base. And again, look at the movement speed on this unit. It's a monk, 0.85. Oh, he doesn't even have a monk left. I was going to show the monk speed, but Thomas, thank you so much for joining. Have a fantastic night. You can convert towers. You can convert Krepos, castles, walls, TCs. Okay, there you go. So you can convert towers. Wow. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, Guki just played this fantastically. And if it was maybe a Rambai or a Korean War Wagon or a Mangadai or any kind of faster moving unit, maybe Redphosphoru could have taken the fight to the Frank, but I don't think he was able to. And that really, I really am curious to see how bad the economy difference is. 48 organ guns, though, is not a terrible. 29 monks, but they just did not accomplish that much. Ouch. That's more than 100% bigger economy. Yikes. 8 conversions. Not bad. Raisings. He did destroy a few buildings here and there. Kill count, oddly similar. Kill count, very similar here. Our Frank killed a lot less military, but she did kill 32 villagers. And in the end, I think now Phosphor realizing, you know what, as long as I was out on the map, I could maybe try to get some damage done, but now that you've pressed me back to my OG border with my castle, there's really nothing I can do. And well, there we go. That's a super fun game. I think we're going to end it there for this afternoon live stream. Yeah, Bohemians would do better, although the Hussite Wagon's not that much faster than... Actually, I think the Hussite Wagon's slower, is it not, than Organ Gun? Doesn't a Hussite Wagon move at 0.8? If I'm not mistaken. But at any event, everyone, thank you so much for joining on a random, spontaneous afternoon live stream. There will be more of these coming now that the little baby is in daycare, and I do have some more time during the day. I'm going to try to set up a actual schedule so that we have a bit of regular streaming. And for the people on Twitch, let's go raid Grathrang's channel, because he was nice enough to come on. Hitesh, I'm happy to hear that. Thank you so much. So everyone, thank you so much for joining. And if you're not on Twitch, do start coming to Twitch, because we have channel points where you can make me say funny phrases or draw funny pictures from the game. And let's go raid Grathrang's channel. And for now, everyone, thank you so much. Take care. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And thank you so much for joining. Have a good one, everybody.